Hey guys, so I just decided I'm doing this video and we are going to start out with Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This is my book club pick for the month, and I decided that I wanted to do a fantasy reading vlog because I have so many right now, and I just want to share them all with you because I'm in my fantasy era, and I'm really excited to start that. We've got a huge road trip for a wedding tomorrow, so I'm going to be maybe starting that tonight and on the road trip tomorrow. So we will see how it goes. I'm really excited to try it out, and I'll let you know what it's about. I don't really know, and we will see. So that's my first book pick, and I'm excited. Guys, I made a mistake. I knew that I wasn't supposed to get any books. I literally have never been a person that has like a whole stack of books to read. I read them and then I buy them. But I have accumulated a good stack of books, and it's literally killing me because I do not like to see them just sitting there and I haven't read them, you know what I'm saying? But my friend sent me a TikTok and it said that it was buy one get one 50% off at Target, and I had to go there anyway, so I got a couple things. First, I got Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I really want to read this, obviously. Just came out and it's so cute, and I have wanted to read this anyways, so I decided I was gonna get this, and I'm so excited to read that. And then the next one is The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And it is beautiful. Like, look, that's so cool. This is originally, like, it says 30, but it was 20 at Target, but then it was 16 with the deal. So I just know that I'm going to like this, and I might even read it in this vlog. But I've heard such good things about this book. Everybody that's been reading it has said great things, and it just popped up out of nowhere, and I know that I'm gonna want to read it, so I'm just really excited. And I probably shouldn't have spent that money, but they're gonna get read either way, so it is okay. And look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, okay, so now I'm out getting a coffee. Then we're gonna read and do some homework, but I wanted to update you guys on this because I am on page 154, chapter 20. So you guys definitely need an update. But I'm going to say stuff that's on the back of the book. It seems spoilerish, but honestly, it's not, because it's on the back of the book. So I'm just going to tell you what's happened. Basically, this is about Amelia and Victoria, and they are twin sisters. They're both witches, and Victoria is found dead in the beginning of the book. It says that in the back, so whatever. And just a lot of kind of myths and legends about demons and the wicked, which are I think there's seven brothers, the seven sins. And so Amelia's just trying to find out who killed her sister, and if it was a demon, a witch hunter, a human, like whoever it was. So she summons Wrath on accident, and that's basically it right now. Like, she's just trying to solve the mystery of what her sister was doing. There's a lot of things that her sister left behind that she's trying to look at, and so far she's met 3 of the sins, the brothers, counting Wrath, and I think Wrath is the main guy in this story. I think he's going to be a love interest. Right now he's not a love interest. But yeah, there's a lot that goes with it, but it's pretty easy to digest, and I am going to try to finish it soon. I've been very slow with my reading lately, But yeah, so I will let you know how it goes and what I rate it after I get through it. And if something really, really crazy happens, I'll let you know. So I just finished Kingdom of the Wicked, and that ending, what the heck? I have to read the next one. Like, literally, there's no other option for me at this point. I have to read the next one. I don't know if I'm gonna do a 4. I feel like a 4.5 stars is a good rating for this. I really, really, really enjoyed it. But there were some like downtime, I guess, in the book. I mean, obviously we're trying to solve the mystery for the whole thing of the book, but it really didn't start picking up until towards the end. But I don't know, when we got to the end and everything was going on, I really, really, really enjoyed it. And just the ending and how Wrath acted in the ending just kind of put me off a little bit. I'm not sure what's up with him, and I don't know. I have to see how the next book pans out. I really, really, really enjoyed this, and this was our book club pick of the month. And I believe there's 2 more of these, so I definitely will have to put them on my TBR. But yeah, that's a good start to the video. 4.5, 4.75 maybe, I'm not really sure yet. But I just have to let this simmer for a little bit to see how I feel. But yeah, I highly recommend this book. I thought it was really, really, really good. So let's see what I choose next. So sorry I look like this. I literally was outside working in the woods. So we're gonna talk about our options for our next read, since we're reading fantasies in this vlog. I have quite a few that I've gotten gifted over the last couple weeks, and also that I've bought. So we're gonna go over those. So this is probably my top one that I want to read, but I know I'm not going to get to it in this vlog because I want to do a separate vlog for it, and it's too long of a book for me to want to really rush through it, and I want to get this video out, and I know that this book will take me like a month to read, if not more. And that's House of Sky and Breath. Most anticipated, literally so excited for this one. But I feel like I need to get a couple more books under my belt before I read this. And I'm already behind on my reading goal, so I want to be able to read a couple more before I get on this. And maybe like a romance after my fantasies, and then read this. I just got gifted this, and this is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and it's the original cover, or I think it's the original cover, and I thought it was pretty neat. I did get gifted this, and I think it was by, I don't know, I'll put her name right here. It's Read with Emily, Books with Emily, something like that. But I just love this so much, and I think it's so cool. But I do not really want to start this series yet until I finish House of Sky and Breath, so I'm going to put that one to the side for now as well. These are, I would say these 2 Sarah J. Maas books are like, I really, really want to get to them, but I also like, I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to get to and finish so that I can really take my time and appreciate these books, because I'm really, really excited for them. And Throne of Glass is just a huge, long series to get into, and I want to kind of wrap some other series up before I get into that, especially the Crescent City books. So I don't think we'll be reading these 2 today. So our 2 contenders, and we'll probably read both in this vlog, but just for like what I want first, are The Serpent of Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, and she's been going really popping off lately on the book community. So I definitely want to read this one. I'm not sure what it's about. All I know is that it's about vampires. So that's basically it. And then this was like a spur of the moment decision, but I picked this up at Target the other day, as you guys saw, and it's like one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. Wow. And all I know about this is that it's a like dragon riding school or something like that, and everybody has been raving over this book so much, and I really want to get to this one too. There are two options for the video. I know I'm going to read both of them, but I just need to figure out which one I'm reading first, and I'm probably going to ask my mom, and I'm sure she's going to say this one just because the cover is so awesome. So we will see. I'll let you guys know what my next read is. So we got two books. I need to figure out which one to read first. Which one are we thinking?
Fourth Wing.
That's what I thought. So this is gonna be our next read. Let's get into it. So I just wanted to give you an update on the Fourth Wing because I haven't given any updates whatsoever. And I'm already like halfway through the book. So I'm on page 282. And honestly, this book is just so good. It's going to be one of my favorites, and I can already tell. And I'm kind of sad that I picked this for the second book because it would have been great to end off on this book. If you haven't already read this book, because it's literally the most hyped book right now, it's about this girl named Violet, and she enters into the dragon quadrant of this war college. So she is going to be a dragon rider, and basically in this college you have to survive until graduation to be able to pass, obviously. And a lot of people die during their first year. She's a first year student, and there's this guy named Zayden. Yeah, I don't really know how to say it. And I love him. And they kind of have some little romance going on, but it's just a little bit because they hate each other, and it's so good. And honestly, this might be, I don't think anything could ever top ACOTAR for me, but this is definitely like kind of close up there with it. So I'm gonna let you guys know how I feel. I'm gonna keep reading it when I get some time and try to update a little bit more. And I'm just so excited to see where the rest of this book goes because there's so much good stuff, like the bonding with the dragons and all of that. It's just so different and so unique to other books just because of where it takes place and like what's going on in the book. So yeah, I mean, I highly recommend. I love the cover. I just highly recommend this book. So let's see where it goes. A little update, I'm on page 362, and we just figured out what Violet's like signet power is, and that was definitely well worth it. I've been binging Fourth Wing like all day, and I'm not sure. I think I have, let's see, I'm on page 451, and there's only like 498 pages or something like that. So I'm really close to being done. I'm kind of honestly sad because I literally love this book so much, and I cannot believe I found such a good book all of a sudden. But yeah, we just got to a little plot twist. I'm not sure if that was the big plot twist that everybody's talking about, but I think it definitely did start the end of the book off, if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna finish this up either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. But I love this book. I can't. It's so good. Hi guys, I just want to apologize for that last clip of me reading. and finishing the book because I literally had a toothpaste stain on my shirt and dirt on me from working outside. So I just want to apologize for looking like that and extend that apology to this clip because I just got out of the shower and haven't even brushed my hair yet. But I just wanted to talk about this book and I don't even know where to start, honestly. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, I just finished it in the last clip, but I just finished Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and this book has been going around like more than I've ever seen a book go around before, and just post after post after post on Instagram, and I was like, I have to get this book. So I got it, you know, and it has like a 4.74 on Goodreads or something like that. And I was like, that is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever read a book that highly rated. Maybe, but I can't remember one that's been that highly rated. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to read it for this fantasy video. I literally have to pick it up. I need to see what it's about. And I was a little hesitant going into it just because it's about dragons and I've never read a book quite like that. But I think that's one of the components that made this book so amazing to me was how fresh and new it was. And I think this is up there with ACOTAR for my favorite books, and there's not a lot of books like that for me. But this is definitely my new favorite read. I mean, look at the cover first off, and look at the pages. That's amazing. And just the feeling that this book gave me was the same as ACOTAR, and I really highly recommend you go and pick this book up right now because it is so, so good. I've been reading books a little bit slower lately. I don't really know why. I don't think I'm in a slump. I've just been reading a little bit slower, but I think that this book was good to do that with because I got to literally soak up everything. And there were a lot of components to it, but let me stop ranting about this book. And I need a second book of this. Like, I'm geeking out over this book. The bad news though is that the next book doesn't come out until November, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to do a reread of this. It's honestly just mind-blowing how great this book is, and I highly recommend that you guys pick this up. And also the ending, if you guys know, you know, that was a nuts ending, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the second book at all. So yeah, that is my second book that I read in this vlog, and I'm going to read The Serpent and Wings of the Night next. And I'm honestly kind of sad because I'm having like a book hangover from this, and I don't want to go into the next one right away, but I feel like I'm going to have to get this video done. And I know it's not going to be as good as this one. Like, I just know it because there's not a lot of books as good as this one. And so I'm definitely going to be kind of disappointed with the next book, I feel. And I really wish I read this book last for this video and ended on a high note, but either way, I'm so happy I read this book. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. You need to go pick this book up right now. So I'll update you when I start reading Serpent and Wings of the Night and let you know what's going on, but I'm so sad this book is over. I'm literally so sad. Okay, so I had absolutely no idea that I updated so little on this book. I have just been so pleasantly surprised with it. I thought that Fourth Wing was going to put me in a slump because I loved that book so much, but honestly, this book is so, so good too. I am on page 375, so I'm literally almost done with it, but I did want to tell you guys basically what it's about. This book revolves around Araya, and she is a human in a vampire world. There are other humans, obviously, but the special thing about her is that she was taken by the Nightborn Vampire King as a child when I think her house was ransacked by vampires, and he saved her. So the whole premise of this book is basically kind of like a Hunger Games scenario. She decides to enter into this thing called the, what's it called? Jeez, I literally have been reading Kajari. And whoever survives the Kajari gets one wish granted by Nyxia, or whatever her name is. She's basically like the leader, the goddess, or whatever of all the land. And the territory is split up into 3 different parts: House of Night, House of Blood, and House of Shadow. They're part of the House of Night. Anyways, she basically has been trained by her father, the Vampire King, Vincent, to guard her heart, you know, not let anybody in, protect herself, that she's basically safe with no one but him. And she goes through these battles, and she meets Rain, and he is a vampire, and they kind of form a little connection, and that's all I'm really going to say about it. But I'm literally eating this book up. I think this one's going to be a 5-star as well. And that's just so crazy that I got 2 5-star in a row. Like, I don't know. Would I say that this is up to the level of Fourth Wing? I don't think so, but I think it's close. I think The Fourth Wing is the best book I've read in a long time. But I do really, really love this book as well. So it's it's a hard choice, but I'm really liking it so far, and I'm excited to see what happens. We're kind of reaching the end here. And I'll let you guys know what I think, I guess. Hopefully I can finish it tonight. Highly doubt it. Probably will finish it in the next couple days, but we'll see. Guys, so I finally finished Serpent and the Wings of Night. Okay. So I'm going to give a little review for that quickly, and then we'll review all the books that I've read, even though I only read like 3. But I gave this book a 5 stars. I really, really highly enjoyed it. I don't know. It was so good. It was like a Hunger Games style type of book. And the ending was just crazy. I don't know. I think fantasy books, like most fantasy books, do endings so well. And that's really what pushed me to give this book a 5 stars. I really liked the 2 main characters, Araya and Rain. I loved their relationship. I loved Rain. I love how he acted. And just the end was absolutely wild. And that really, really sold the 5-star rating for me. But I won't, give you anything too much in detail, just in case you guys want to read it. But there is a novella after this one that's like the 1.5 of the book, and then there's a second book that goes on with this that I'm really, really excited to check out. So that is my honest review of this book. I don't know, I loved it. I honestly loved it, and I think this video was so successful. I got a 4.5 star and 2 5 stars, and that's so good. So let's just go over the other 2 really quick in full depth. So I read 3 books in this video. I read Kingdom of the Wicked, which feels like a lifetime ago, Fourth Wing, and then obviously The Serpent and Wings of the Night, or of Night, whatever. Honestly crazy that I read 3 fantasy books in a row. I feel like I would have got burnt out, but I honestly didn't at all. So the first book I read was Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This was a book club read for me, and this follows Amelia and Amrath, who is one of the princes of hell, and she is a witch. Her sister gets killed. It literally says that in the back of the book, so I feel like that's not really a spoiler, and it happens like really early on. And she accidentally summons Wrath to help her with this, and ending of this book really hooked me too. I'm so ready to read the second one, just because it was just a whirlwind of a book. I gave it a 4.5 because it wasn't my absolute favorite ever, but it was still pretty high up there, and I still recommend it. And I think that this is a trilogy, so I'm really, really excited to kind of get into that world without getting into an 8-book series, because I have a couple of those that I'm already invested in. So that was Kingdom of the Wicked. I really, really enjoyed that one. And then I already talked about Serpent and the Wings of the Night, which I just finished, so I'm not going to give you guys anything else on that one. But Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This book, if you haven't read this book, you need to immediately pick it up. This is one of my favorite books that I've ever read now that I've gotten into it. And this follows Violet Sorengale. She is pushed into the writer's quadrant, which is basically dragon riders. And most of the beginning class will die before the 3 years is up. I think it's 3 years that she has to be in this little war college. And just basically she's trying to survive until she graduates. So yeah, she meets Xaden Riorson, who is her, like, basically her enemy for reasons that you learn in the book. And this book was just top tier. I could compare this to ACOTAR on the way I feel about this book. Like, this is so good, and I haven't seen anybody give it less than a 5 stars on Bookstagram. And it's just like, it will probably be everybody's favorite book. Like, it's so good. I can't explain it otherwise. And just the imagery and being able to picture the whole world, she did a very good job of that, and I'm super invested. The next book comes out in November, which I'm glad the next book comes out this year, because I really don't want to wait that long to read the next book. So yeah, if there is one book that I recommend from this video, it's definitely this one. You need to pick this book up. I'm sorry, my cat's throwing a little temper tantrum in the background. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I read in this little tiny mini fantasy reading vlog. This literally took the whole month to film, just because I'm a little bit of a slower reader, I feel. But I'm really happy that I decided to do this video for you guys. And if you guys want to see me do anything else, just let me know. I am gonna read House of Sky and Breath, which will probably have its own huge reading vlog, since I did the first book in the Crescent City series last month or a couple months ago, I believe. So be on the lookout for that. And also, if you guys want to see me do like a romance reading vlog or anything else, or have any other ideas for content, please put them down below on what you guys want to see. And I'm gonna get off before this cat disrupts my video any more than he already is. So I will talk to you guys later, and thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with me. Hope you guys got some good recommendations, and follow me on my Bookstagram. Allison Turns the Page will be linked down below for you guys for more book content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.